Guys, welcome back to another episode. Today I got me the Samyang 24mm f1.8 for Sony full frame mirrorless camera. This thing right here is, I guess it's not brand new anymore. It hasn't been a year yet since they've came out, but I've been hearing a lot about this lens. 24mm, it's a really good focal length for some wide landscape stuff. And at the same time, with f1.8, couple that with a 24mm, this makes it a really good lens for astrophotographer. And so Samyang has kind of released this specifically for that because, well, there's some functionality on here that they've added for astrophotographer. But with me, I'm using this because I wanted the f1.8. I wanted some really good low light on a 24mm. I have been looking at this and also the Sony G Master, which is an f1.4 24mm. And that thing is so expensive, so I had to try this thing out when it came out because, well, it's affordable. It's affordable for f1.8. So before I open this, let me just show you what I've been using. I've been using this baby right here. This is the G. This is the 24mm G from Sony. It is an f2.8, and so I've been using this for a few months now, and I really like the form factor and how small it is. So I'm hoping that this lens will kind of stack up to this, except gives me an f1.8. And so that's the reason why I got this, so that I can do some kind of comparison with this. But first, let's go ahead and do a little unboxing on this, and then we'll get out and shoot. So if you're looking at this Samyang, and you're wondering why there's something called Rokinon, that is the same thing. Well, it is the same thing. It's pretty much the same. It's just a different branding. That's it. Okay, so this is nice. This is really nice. Comes with a nice little case here. I love it when lenses come with an actual case for me to throw it in, because when I throw this in my bag, I want it to protect it. You know, Sony, if you buy the really big, expensive lens, it comes with some cool like bag for it, like a leather bag. But a lot of the lenses, they don't do that. Anyway, okay, this is a pretty good size. Now here's the thing though, if I take off this hood, it should be a lot better. There we go. Now that's a good looking lens right there. Yes. So it looks like the lens cap is not going, it's not the same as my Sony lens cap, which is a lot smaller. Okay, so I'll keep that in mind. It's a lot bigger. That's nice. Look at that huge lens compared to, let's say, my Sony 2.8 right here, f2.8. That's a big comparison right there. And then there's some nice custom switches over here, and then this button right here. So I've heard a lot about this. When you hold it and you turn it on, this light will actually turns red or green, and then you can focus, and basically it'll help you with your astrophotography stuff. Anyway, I'm not gonna go into that because I'm not going to use it. Yeah, metal gaskets, weather sealed. I feel the little rubber piece here. So yeah, weather seal. That's for sure. Good quality. Looks like a good quality. So like I was telling you guys earlier, I am comparing this to my Sony here. So it's not that bigger than my Sony, which I'm glad. I really like the form factor of this, especially along with the A7C. It's such a nice compact rangefinder that I hate to add big lenses to it. So yeah, that looks nice. That looks really nice. Okay, so I hope the focusing system doesn't disappoint me. I've been using the Sony here, and the focusing system is really good. I mean, what can you say, right? It's a Sony. But when it comes to these third-party lenses, it's a hit and miss. And so I've been hearing a lot of good things about this lens, where the focusing system is really good. So I'm hoping to get out there and give it a try. What I'm doing is probably some mixed photography along with video. So I'll see. All right, let's go. All right, so guys, I'm out here with the 24 millimeter lens right now. So as you can see, it's pretty bright. I don't have to test the f1.8 out here because the sunlight is just already like glaring in my eye. So I know it's gonna be just fine. But the thing that I do want to test out is the focusing, on how good the focusing is. So I'm going to do some tests where I'm going to walk back there and then walk up to see if it focuses on me. I can see that right now in the camera that it is like focusing on my right eye right now. And now it's left, now it's right. And so I can see that it's really snappy. The A7C is doing its job with the eye detection. And I guess the lens is helping it. Well, we'll see. I want to go back there and then we can come back. All right, so I'm way back here now. I'm not even sure if it can pick me up or not, but I'm gonna keep walking. I'll walk, see if it still detects my eyes, and boom, it's still detecting my eyes. That's okay, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. Now let's see here. How fast is that? Huh? I'm getting my squat in today, that's for sure. Boy, this wind is crazy. Out of frame, in frame, real close up, out of frame, in frame. Not bad. Out of frame, in frame, out, in. All right. This is not bad. I can see that it's actually focusing really good. Well, on my screen right here at least, I can see that it's focusing on my eye right here. Now it's jumped over to this. So it's not bad at all. It's following. Try not to trip here. Let's do a run test. Getting my exercise in today. That's not bad. Wow. Snappy, snappy, snappy. I can't complain on that one. I don't know. I don't think I can complain on that one. What do y'all think? This is pretty incredible. f1.8, guys. That's pretty good. All right, so next thing. I'm gonna swap out this lens right here, and I'm going to pop on the Sony lens. Yeah, to see how it works. If it's better. Okay. All right. Okay, so I've successfully did the operation and swap out the lens. And right now you are looking at the Sony G lens, f2.8, 24 millimeter, same focal length, just it's an f2.8 rather than an f1.8. And so let's do a focus test on this one where, again, I'm running back and forth, dodging the camera. I can see right now that it's actually focusing on my eye. Yep, right here. It's pretty good. Yeah, and in terms of face, I think it's not going to be a problem, guys. I don't know. The face detection is way too good on Sony. And especially with a native Sony lens, I think it's going to be fine. I think it's going to be fine. Now look at the bokeh right here. This is f2.8. This is the lowest that I can set it. On the Samyang, I was able to set it at 2.8, but I can go down to like f1.8 if I wanted to. Since it's so bright out here, I didn't need to go down that low. So yeah, this is f2.8 right here. If you guys are okay with this in terms of, you know, the wide and the bokeh, this is probably a good lens for you. This lens costs around the same price as the Samyang lens, so I don't know. So anyway, let's go do some running tests, all right? Be right back. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Walking test, walking test, walking test. Walking test. Dodge. The squat test. The squat test. The squat test. Oh, I'm getting a workout today. Haven't done squats in 2 years. The dodge test. Dodge test. How's this? Oh. Focus, focus, focus. Boom. Focus. Closer. There we go. And down. And up. Down. This is not bad. The Sony is on point, so really can't complain about this one either. I don't know. So it's really hard to determine which is better. I can't tell which is better. I don't know. I think this is gonna have to be a draw, to be honest with you. But you know, with a Samyang at f1.8, I think the real test is going to be low light. So what I want to do is I'm probably going to take it to some place where it's dark, and I want to do some tests on this Sony f2.8 versus the Samyang f1.8. Yeah, because right now it's a tie, I would say. This one right here is definitely a tie. There's no doubt about it. The focusing system on the Samyang is fantastic. On the Sony, obviously, they got it made. What a waste of time. Okay guys, so low light tests right now. Out here with a bunch of different lights and stuff like that. At f1.8. What I'm going to do is I'm going to swap lenses quite a bit. I'm going to use that lens right there, and then I'm going to use this lens right here. This is the Sony lens right here, G lens, f2.8, and we're going to test it in this low light compared to this Samyang that you're looking at right here with the f1.8. So 2.8 is the lowest that this lens will go down to, and so if you're satisfied with these conditions, I think we're in a good shape. If you are satisfied with how it looks right here, I can see that the eye focus is doing its job. I mean, it's focusing on this eye, this eye, this eye, this eye, and then it jump over to my face whenever it gets a chance. Yeah, there we go. And it just focus. I don't think there's an issue, to be honest with you. My ISO right now is just jumping from 1600 to 2000 ISO. And it looks like it's 1/50. Guys, the only thing that I control is my aperture. I don't control any other thing on the camera, so I let everything else do its thing with the auto. This is as low light condition as you can get right now, because literally the only lights that are lighting up is these lights with these trees. Now there's a couple of lamp posts here, but I'm standing in the spot where it's really, really dimly lit, I would say. Dimly lit, yeah. So what do you guys think? The bokeh, is this good or what, huh? I mean, I think because there's so much light back there that I don't think the bokeh looks really good in my opinion. But I think we'll probably find another spot where, you know, there's some nicer different color lights that'll probably make it look better. But this is Samyang f1.8. All right, I want to switch it out to Sony f2.8 right here. Okay? All right. Testing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So guys, you're looking at the Sony G at f2.8 right now. This is pretty low light, in my opinion, where there's really no light directly going at your face. There's a lamp over here. There's a bunch of like Christmas lights back there that you can see. But as you can see, this is f2.8 right here. This is like the lowest that I can get on this Sony G lens. I'm looking at the ISO and it's jumping around 4,000, 5,000 right now, ISO. so it may be a little grainy. Once I get into editing, I may see that it's a bit grainy, but what do you guys think? I don't know. I'm going to leave this video unedited so that you guys can actually see the quality of it, and I will upload it in 4K. So make sure you change your setting to 4K so that you can see the actual true quality. All right. Again, f2.8, the Sony ISO is sitting at about 4,000 right now. It may be a little grainy once it gets over there. So yes, so this is the lens right here. This is the Samyang AF 1.8 that you saw earlier, and it got the ISO down really nicely. So I would say, I mean, even though it looks good on like a YouTube screen, maybe when it comes down to quality, that this is going to give you a better quality of a picture because the ISO is actually lower. I don't know. All depends on what you think. Okay, so here we are in another location where there are no lamp around to shine my face. All this is just these Christmas trees with the lights right here, which gives out pretty nice lighting, I would say. I'm looking at Sony right now, is again sitting at f2.8, and the ISO is jumping around 2,000 to 2,500. So I guess this is a better lighting condition for the Sony, I am assuming. So if you can see the light in the background, it's jumping up and down. You see how it's jumping up and down? You guys, the light itself is not flickering, okay? I just want to let you know that. The camera is doing everything right now. What do you guys think? Huh? It's sitting at 3,000 ISO right now with the Sony. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to do a little focus test with this light. It's really hard for cameras and lenses to focus on me when it has like these block of lights in the background. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to see how good the focusing is in this kind of condition. This is a pretty harsh condition for the lens, in my opinion, because most of the time when I shoot in something like this, usually the focusing doesn't happen very good. I don't know how to explain it, but it doesn't like to focus because of these lights back here. But all right, let's do the focus test. Off. A little slow, I would say. A little slow. So one thing to mention is that the Sony minimal focal length, minimal focal distance, meaning that from my face to the lens, it doesn't like it as much. So if I go all the way in like this, it's not going to focus at all. You see this? I have to go out a little bit more. There we go. Now this is where it's gonna focus. Yeah, so the minimal focus distance is kind of bad, in my opinion. So if you ever do like a product shot, you know, and you're trying to get it to focus on the lens or something like that, and you're trying to put it in front of the camera, you see that? It's not gonna focus. It's not until you pull it out here. So that's what minimum focus distance means. I've been doing a lot of product reviews, and it's really hard with the Sony lens because it's so small, the minimal focus distance. Anyway, I wanna walk back and then walk forward to see if it focuses on me. All right? Okay. It didn't focus all the way when I was running. I kind of saw that in the screen here. Okay, so let's do the squat test here. It's pretty fast focusing. So as you can see, as soon as it focused on my face, all the lights back here kind of like bloomed really hard, you know? Yeah, so that's kind of the camera doing its thing there, because it's really trying to get my face. Okay, good job. I think this Sony lens, the focusing is really good actually. Okay, I'm going to switch over to the Samyang lens and let you guys see f1.8. See how good the focusing is in this condition. Okay, so Samyang lens, it's on. It's at f1.8. I can see the ISO is about 1000 right now. That is sitting. Once again, this lighting condition, you would think that it's the best lighting condition to film stuff, but look at this. Samyang is having a hard time because the lighting would be too much for it, I feel like, and then it just loses focus on me. It's just weird. I don't know what to say about it, but that's just how it is. I know it is not the best place to like film stuff. So you see I'm moving around, let's see. You see that? It lost focus. It lost focus right there. Even though the camera is saying, hey, this is my eye, this is my face. I can see it in my screen right here. Hey, let me show you guys. I can see it in my screen, but it just loses focus for some reason. So let me show you right here. So yeah, you see that? That is my it's focused on my face. It's saying is my face, but then at the same time, it's not focused. You see? So it knows that's my face. So yeah, it knows that that's my face, but as you can see, it loses focus. Let's see. I have to say the Sony actually, the Sony lens is better at telling what is my eyes and what is my face. Right now, the Samyang is kind of having a hard time depicting my eyes. Maybe I'm not opening my eyes big enough on this one, but maybe I should blink more. I don't know. But yeah, so this is the Samyang though. I mean, as you can see, it handles low light very well. It's just that in this lighting condition, there you go again. It kind of like lose focus on me. It kind of posts. You see that? But yeah, there we go. It's losing focus. You see that? And it kind of snaps. Whoop. Focus, focus, focus. Maybe this is the focus distance right here. No, it's not. Maybe I'm too close to it and the minimal focus distance is not that great. I read on this, I thought, well, there you go, it's focusing. But I read up on this, I thought it's almost the same as the Sony minimum focus distance. So yeah, it's focusing just fine right now. It was just having a really hard time telling what is my face. Yeah, you see that? It's still focusing on my face. It's just the lens won't focus. I don't know what to say. But yeah, when I press the focus button, it just like locks on my face again. So that's kind of weird. That's one to consider right there, guys. Okay, so now I'm gonna go walk back and forth to let you guys see what the focus is like. Let's see if it keeps my face. Having a hard time, I would say. I can see that. I can see that it's not doing it. Pretty good. Let me run. Still having a hard time with this kind of lighting condition. I can see that. One. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whoop! There you go. 1, 2. 1, 1, 2. All right, squat test. It's pretty good. Yeah, there's a pulsating focus issue that it's having. Again, guys, I just noticed that these lights right here just kills it. I even use my Zeiss 55mm, and it does the same thing in this light. It seemed to be happening a lot in this lens though, in this light. So I don't know, maybe it's the lens. But you guys saw it on this Sony lens though, that it's actually doing a fairly good job at keeping it together, I would say. Maybe this lens is just hungry, I don't know. I'm going to find another lighting condition and then I'm going to do another test. All right. Okay, so once again, we still have the Samyang on the camera. You're looking at it right now. And it seemed like this lighting condition is probably a little bit better for it because I can tell the focusing is spot on right now. Yeah. It's pretty good. Yeah. Spot on. Focusing. Close. Yeah, it's pretty fast. Again, guys, I mean, don't feel too bad if you bought a lens and it didn't focus very well. Just check the lighting to make sure, because these kind of lighting right here, you see these Christmas tree lighting right here, these are terrible. I discovered that when I filmed this area because they're lit up around here. They're totally lit up. So don't feel bad. Just try to see if you can find another lighting condition to test the lens out. But yeah, right now it's doing really good. Just wanted to read out what is on the screen here is at f1.8 and it's at ISO 800. Sometimes it jumps to 1000, but it's flipping back and forth right there. So this lighting condition right here, it's about ISO 800. All right. All right, so what I want to do next is I'm going to flip over to the Sony G right here, and then we're going to test it in this lighting condition, compare, okay? All right, Sony lens f2.8. ISO is reading about 1600 to 2000 right now. Same lighting conditions. I mean, I think if it does well in the other tests, I think the focusing is going to be fine here, but we're going to test anyway. Yeah. I feel like it's a little bit slower focusing. I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm just being picky, I think. Yeah, that's pretty fast. That's pretty fast. Yeah, I think it's all right. So guys, that concludes my focus test for the Samyang f1.8 versus the Sony f2.8 that you see here. Both are 24mm. I hope you guys enjoy that. Let me know what you think. I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye bye.